Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us again this week. Excited to see everybody here in the chat. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're gonna jump in here in just a second to get started. I already see a whole bunch of people commenting where they're from, so that's great. Excited for another one today, guys. Kind of demoing a new feature for everybody, and that is our product templates feature. Which I think is going to be just another way to kind of make things easier for you guys to create products easier and faster and more reusable. So it reuses, I would say, kind of some of the functionality that we've demoed in the past on products, but now you're able to kind of have a dedicated product template that is reusable, and you don't have to find another product or create a product to be able to kind of use the rapid lister or to list faster. So excited to kind of walk through that for you guys and show it to you. So let's jump in and we'll get started. Make sure to take a note of any of the questions along the way. We should have plenty of time to answer questions at the end. And I always forget at the end to tell you guys to go like and subscribe. So if you like what you're seeing here, make sure to do that. That helps us kind of get out to other people as well. So hit that like and subscribe. If you're on Shopify, please go to the Shopify App Store and leave us an honest review there as well. That really helps us out as well. So we appreciate all of those things. All right, let me share my screen and we're going to jump right into it here. Let's see here. Let me get my screen pulled up. All right. Okay, so we're going to walk through a couple of examples on these product templates and how you can create product templates and then all the things that you can do with them. There's a couple of different ways that you can get into creating a product template. So we're going to kind of walk through those options here. So over here on the left, you guys will see you're now going to have the option for product templates. So inside of here, you can see this kind of looks a little bit similar to your product section, right? Except the difference is instead of these being publishable products, they're just going to be templates. They're going to be reusable for you to be able to create listings faster. So if I come into let's just look at one of these here for a second. You'll see inside of here, you're able to set up a lot of the stuff, again, similar to what you're able to do on a product, but it's going to be its own standalone product template. So kind of the idea behind this is that you're able to create a product template. So instead of going through the product catalog to create new products, you can create one template that is reusable. On that template, you can add all of your custom mockups. You can add any kind of description that you want to carry over that's going to be the same. Same thing with tags. You can set up all of your pricing, even add additional variants. So if you're doing something often that has the same set of variants, you can have that set in your product template as well. And then you're able to quickly create a new product from this. So you can either create one product from this and upload a file, which I'll show here in a minute how that works. And then you can also use the rapid lister here on product templates. So again, it's kind of similar to products. It's its own section and its own products. So they're a lot easier to keep organized and to be able to make your products reusable. So you're going to have these all listed over here on the left. Under the product templates section, this is going to list out any product templates that you've added here. So especially for anything that you're going to be creating often or that you have multiples to create, it's going to make sense to add a product template for that product. And then that's going to allow you to make that product reusable. So there are two different ways to be able to create a product template. One is if I come over here to my product section, and let me just find, let me see if I have one that, yeah, this will work. We'll just do this ornament here. So I've got a product here. This is just in my product section. What I can do is copy this product into my product templates. So if I've already listed an item, I'm like, hey, I like this pricing, this set of variants, everything on this, I want to be able to be reusable. Over here under the other actions tab, you're going to have this down here at the bottom that says copy to product templates. So it's going to leave this version that you have right here inside of your product section, but then it's also going to copy it over here to your product template section as well. So you can see it's listed here at the top now as a product template. So I have that in there, and it's reusable for me. So that's one way that you can create a product template. The other option is if you just come straight over here to product templates. Here at the top, you'll see the option for add new product template. And then from here, this is going to kind of take you into the product creation process like a normal product, but you'll see here at the top that we're creating a new product, or we're creating a new product template, not just a regular product. So now if we go through and select our product that we want to create, so let's just do an ornament here. And I'm going to go to page 2 so we can do Swift POD here. Go to start designing. So you'll see here it's going to ask you to upload artwork, but it has a note down here at the bottom that this is just placeholder artwork, right? So this is the artwork that when you use the product template, which I'll show in just a second, this is the artwork that is going to get replaced on the product, right? So it's going to replace the first non-personalized image in the design, just like our current rapid lister does. So you're just going to upload artwork here that's going to kind of be used as a placeholder. It works best if it's the same size as the other files that you upload, but it'll work either way, whether you're doing same sizes or different. So what I'm going to do here is just upload a sample image that I have here of an ornament. So there we have our artwork on here, and then I'm just going to come here to the bottom and go to create product. And now that is going to create our product template. So you can see here, this is marked as a product template. So you can see that it's a product template here at the top. Looks like the primary mockup was a little weird there, but let's see here. Yep, so here you can see our other mockups that are generated for us. Any of our custom mockups, which it looks like when I downloaded my sample images here, I did not download them as a transparent background, which is why that mockup is kind of looking funny. But we have all of our vendor supplied mockups here as well. So let's select from those for now. There we go. So there is our vendor supplied mockups. We can set our pricing here on our template and have everything set here. If we have a description or part of a description that is the same for all of our products that we're going to create, we can set that in this section as well. And that description is going to carry over into all of our other products that we're going to create from the product template here as well. So all of those are going to carry through and work correctly. So we'll just save that from now. So from here, what you're able to do is much like on a regular product where you can use our rapid lister, you're going to be able to do the same thing from this. We also have this really cool option here at the top now that lets you just create one new product. So if I have one design that I am ready to create that I want to use, instead of using the rapid lister, I can just click on create new product. So when I click on create new product, that's going to just immediately ask for a file upload. And if I come here, let's do one, make sure I select a different design. So it's going to ask me right away to upload a new design. I'm going to upload that design, and it's going to go ahead and start creating that product. So here we are now under our regular product section, and it's going to go through and create that product for me, keeping the same description, the same variants, the same pricing, the same mockups are going to be selected. My custom mockups are going to be created and selected, and everything is going to be complete for us on this product at a basic level. So all that information is going to copy over. So you can see for just doing one, especially for just doing one image, this process is a lot faster than going to the product catalog, finding your product, uploading your design, creating it, and then you always have to go in and change your description and change your pricing and all these things that you're having to do every time. This is going to cut out a lot of that work and make that product creation process a lot easier for you. That's nice. I think that's a big time saver, but where I'm really excited about this feature, much like I am even just on regular products, is being able to use our rapid lister to list these products very quickly. So if I come back over to the product template section and I come into my ornament, you'll see we have the rapid lister here at the top. Now, this is going to give you very similar functionality to the rapid lister that we've demoed before on regular products, where you're able to upload. Keep in mind, this works for one or for multiple designs, where you can upload them here and very quickly be able to have everything set, including title, tags, descriptions, Etsy attributes, your own custom mockups, the whole 9 yards. So if I come in here to choose files, and I just have 4 additional images here that I can upload. And of course, I could do more than this if I wanted to. But then I also have the option here to generate with AI. And this is where the power of this really comes in. If I come into generate with AI, I can import my research data from tools like Everbee or eRank. So I have one of those here that I can import. And the nice thing with that is that includes our research data. So we're able to have the AI act on that research data. So it is able to, do things in here like find, use keywords that have the highest average searches and low Etsy competition, ignore keywords with low search volume, that whole sort of thing, to really be able to fine tune the keywords and the tags that get selected. We found that most AI tools that are kind of out there in the wild really just kind of generate really generic tags and keywords in your titles, and it's not super helpful. So with this, you're able to really kind of fine tune the tags that are used based on your research that you're importing. You're going to get that kind of high quality keyword, and not just get those generic keywords that really aren't going to help you make a lot of sales. So if we click on generate on that, it is going to go through every single one of the designs that I uploaded, and it's going to take our CSV file, take all the information that we gave it here in the prompt. And the cool thing is it's also going to read our artwork, and it's going to kind of marry all of those together and give us really nice targeted title tags and descriptions here. So you can see each one of these is filled out. It's all editable. I can come in here and swap out keywords. I can regenerate descriptions. You have a lot of flexibility here. But imagine if we're doing this and we're kind of sticking with this chicken theme, and we've gone through and we've designed 30 designs in bulk. It's really the same amount of time that we're taking here to list one. We're listing all 30 with everything completed already on it. So it really speeds up the process. And this is where I think the most powerful and fastest workflow really is. If we want to go ahead and publish these to Etsy, once the mockups and everything are generated, we can select the publish option up here at the top. It's just super powerful. So now what's going to happen here is when I click on submit, is this is going to go through and take all of those images that I uploaded, and it's going to create a new product for every single one of those images. It's going to update the artwork for us. It's going to generate any of the vendor supplied mockups that are available for us. It's going to generate any of our own custom mockups that we have created. And then it's also going to generate or save our title tags and descriptions that we just got done reviewing. So you can see here in just a couple of clicks, we were able to go from our product template to now fully optimized listings with all of our own mockups. Our custom mockups get generated. Our vendor mockups are available on here. The same mockups that I had selected on our product template are going to be the same mockups that are selected here, whether it's custom or vendor or a mix of both. All those are going to be selected for us, and it's just going to all generate for us automatically. So a huge time saver in that regard. So that's our mockup templates section. I know we have a few questions already that came in. Let me run through just real quick, kind of high level overview of what we have here on product templates. There are two options on your product templates to be able to create a new product template. One is you can go to your My Products section and you can take any existing product that you've already created and you can convert that and copy it over to your product templates. Or you can create a new product template by clicking on the green button here at the top and create a new product template that way. Once you have a product template, you can create. So if we had mockup templates here that we needed to create, we could do that from our product template, which is really nice, especially if you're getting into a product that's a little more complicated and you're not sure how to line things up. You can use a kind of placeholder image or even a product template to help line things up. So you're able to create your mockup templates from your product templates as well. And those are going to carry over onto new products, set up anything you want for description and variants and pricing. And then when we're ready to create new products, we can either create a one-off product using this create new product option here. That's going to allow us to upload one image and be able to create a new product, and it'll create that new artwork for us. Or we can use our rapid lister to automatically generate all of our title tags, descriptions, mockups, and the whole 9 yards for us automatically. So that is product templates in a nutshell. So happy to answer any questions that you guys have now. Feel free to drop in the comments any questions that you guys have, and we'll make sure to walk through and answer any of those for you guys. All right, let's see here. Let me just scroll back up because I saw we had a couple here come in. Chickens are cute. That's cool. That template looks great for one product. Curious about rapid lister. Yep. So I think we probably covered that. How is this different than just copying an existing product and changing the artwork? So a couple of things. One, a lot of this functionality that we showed, so like the rapid listing, you can do that from a regular product as well. But the thing is, say you have a mix of different products that you're creating, to be able to find that original product that you kind of want to use as your product template, you've now got all these other products that you're kind of sorting through and trying to find, oh, okay, here's my t-shirt that I wanted to use for the rapid lister. Whereas instead now you can add that product to its own section and you don't have to spend as much time trying to track down that product to be able to create a new product from. Also, to your question about duplicating and then swapping out the artwork, if I come in here and I hit duplicate on this product, I have to duplicate it and then I have to scroll down and I have to come down here to the artwork and go to edit. And then I have to remove this artwork and upload new. So you can see that was like 5, 6, 7, 8 clicks. Whereas with your product template, it's one click, file upload, and you're done. So it's a lot faster process. So like with anything else, so we didn't take away any functionality with this. If you like this method of doing it for whatever reason, you can still do it that way. If you have a product that you've created, maybe you have something unique that you're working on, a certain set of variants that you're working on that's you really don't need to create a product template for because it's kind of a one-off thing that you're doing. You can still use the rapid lister from the product section itself. So that functionality is still there and exists for you. For the rapid lister, where did those images come from? So those were PNGs that I uploaded from my computer. So when you come in here to use the product template, whether I click on rapid lister and go to choose files, or if I'm clicking on create new product, it's going to ask you for a file upload where you can upload a PNG of your artwork, and then it's going to kick in and generate everything for you then from there. Have you made a video on product research that we could refer to for generating AI product description tags? I think we covered that. I think we covered that a bit in our, if you watch the first, you don't need to watch the whole thing because I know a lot of it is Q&A as well. But there's a video on our YouTube channel on the AnywherePOD live series that was the ultimate workflow. I believe we talked in there about generating the CSV file and eRank and how to do some of that research inside of eRank as well. So I recommend checking that one out. For the eRank CSV, you can use a spreadsheet that includes other product category keywords, example, chickens, dogs, cats. You can. I would in general recommend not to, because it's going to get a little bit more confusing in the AI. So there's two different ways to kind of feed in your research tags here as well. So when you're here in the rapid lister, let me just bring that back up and let me upload one here. When you're here in the AI section, you can upload a CSV file. So if you're using eRank, you can download a CSV file directly that contains all the research data. If you're using a different tool that doesn't have the ability to export as a CSV, you can either create your own CSV, or you can always check this box here that says adjust prompt settings, and you can paste in your set of keywords. So you can say, select from the below keywords, and then I would just paste in my keywords here that I wanted to use for this kind of set of products, and it'll use that to help guide the keywords. When you're doing this and you're uploading images and a CSV, I would probably try to keep it centered kind of around the same niche, because if you have, like you say, cats and dogs, that's a little bit more work that you're asking the AI to do, and it might get a little bit confused on what you're doing. So it's better to have at least kind of similar niched products. It is going to read the artwork, so it would probably be no problem kind of distinguishing between those two. And if you really wanted to go that route, I would say do it and give it a try, but you may need to adjust the prompt settings just a little bit to make it a little bit more clear to not use any dog keywords on your cat designs. Can you create a product template for products where mockups are not provided by the supplier, like Usha? Yes, you can. So you can create a product template for any product in the catalog. I will say, though, with the products from Usha in particular that has so many different images and so many different sizes, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to be able to use the product templates for those products. Depending on the product that you're building from them, you probably still could, but with there being so many different artwork sizes in one product, because they have the like the shams and the comforter and brand bag and all these different things, unless your kind of base file is the same size for all of them, which on that product is probably not going to work very well. Does it work there if there are 3 variants, i.e. 3 different types of ornaments, acrylic, 2 sizes, and a 3-inch ceramic? Yes, it does. You just want to make sure that the file that you upload is going to be big enough that it's going to support on all 3. But yes, it will work for that as well. So if I'm doing, close out of this, if I am doing different variants here, so this is a ceramic ornament from SwiftPOD. If I wanted to add a metal ornament and an acrylic ornament and a glass ornament, all that have the same design. I'm going to give the customer the choice on what material they want, whether they want ceramic or acrylic or what have you. You can absolutely do that. Have that set up as a template with all your pricing and everything preset, and then just be able to list new products then from that template. Do personalized listings also work in bulk listing? Yes, they do. So the way that the rapid lister and even the create new product option here both work is it is going to replace the first non-personalized image in your design. And then, so any of your personalized elements are going to remain on the design and remain in that same position. So if we're doing a series of ornaments here, say our 2025 in this example that I have pulled up, if that was, or maybe chickens, say chickens is personalized with, that area is personalized with like somebody's name. And that text field stays in the same position on all of the additional images that I upload, then it's going to work without you having to make any additional edits, right? So your text is going to stay the same. It's just going to swap out the image. If your personalization needs to be in a different location on that image, you can still use the rapid lister. You would just then have to go into the product and go to edit and move and adjust where you want that personalization to actually show up on that artwork. So that's really just kind of the difference there, but it will work for personalization, absolutely. Would this work the same for, say, an ornament that overall has the same layout, but each will pull from different clip art and possibly font/color choice variants, or only for a single one image design? Yeah, so it's similar to what I just said. It's going to replace the first non-personalized image in the design. So if you have other clip art or you have font and color collections on a text field, all of that's going to remain the same, and it's just going to replace the non-personalized portion of your design. When is this feature going to be available and for which plans? I forgot to push the button to make that live before we did this call. So it will be available immediately as soon as we get off this call. It'll be available for you guys. This is a Pro Plus feature because it is using a lot of the kind of bulk upload functionality, which is right now only available on Pro Plus as well. So as well as the AI pieces and all of that kind of tie together, that's all part of Pro Plus. Can you do rapid listing with both Etsy and Shopify? Absolutely. Yes, you can. So it's going to create a new product for you in AnywherePOD, and then you can publish that to Etsy or Shopify, and very, very soon, Everbee stores. For t-shirt templates, should we add all colors that we typically use, say 15, set pricing for all those colors, changing the product names, etc., and then delete the colors we don't want to use? Yes, that would work. Or I'm also assuming out of that set of 15, you probably have a couple of subsets, if that makes sense, that may have a little bit of overlap. So if you have, a set of, 6, 7, 8, 10 colors that you can always use on a design, you can have more than one template for your t-shirts. So you can always set those up as separate templates as well. And then be able to do it that way might be a little bit easier than instead of having to go in and delete variants like that. Where does the template master live? So we can select it again and again. It's going to be over here in the left column under this product templates section. You'll be able to come in here, see a list of all of your product templates, and be able to select any of those to be able to use to create new products rapidly. Can you explain a CSV file and how you use it? So a CSV file is essentially just a type of text file that is often used to be able to export like text out of systems, basically, is the easiest way to explain it. So for example, in Everbee, you can create a favorite list of keywords and be able to add any keywords that you find to that favorite list, and then you can export that favorite list as a CSV. That was how I did it in the example today. But if you're not using a program that has the ability to export a CSV file, as I mentioned, you can always come into here to adjust your prompt settings and just paste in the keywords that you want to use here, and just tell it to select from those keywords. And that's another way to be able to kind of get the keywords into the AI tool. You can also just leave this blank and just run it. So like if I just hit generate here without adding any keyword data, it is going to go through and read my image and what is there and the product information and try to generate keywords itself. It's just that the keywords that it generates here are going to be a bit more generic than what you probably want. So you can see it was able to get some of the chicken stuff. So funny chicken gift, chicken decor. It's also going to have some very generic, funny Christmas, ceramic Christmas, festive ornament, right? Those are very, very generic keywords. And there are probably more generic keywords here than I would want to use on a listing. So doing your research and being able to drop those tags in here really kind of helps to, kind of aid in your research process. In our opinion, it doesn't completely eliminate the need to do research. Doing research is kind of a non-negotiable. If you want to be successful on Etsy, we really believe that you need to be doing your research. You need to be looking and hunting for those golden keywords and using those on your listings. This is just a tool to be able to get from, okay, here's my research, here's my list of tags. Now, how do I get from that to optimize title tags and descriptions? And this tool makes that process a lot easier. Does this tool work? So we kind of covered using this for personalization already. I don't see those options yet. Should I just wait a few minutes, then refresh? Yeah, so this product templates will be available as soon as we get off the call here. That will be alive for everybody. Do you have a tutorial on how this helps with apparel, say multi-listing family shirts, and also work with pattern repeats? So with like multi-listing family shirts, you probably would not use the rapid lister because you have multiple designs. Depending on how many you have, this process could still be faster. So if I have a product that I have, say, 2 designs, I could still use a product template for that. It is going to replace both of those designs though. So you still will need to go into your product and update the second one, but at least you don't have to update the first one. So it would still be a little bit faster. For doing multi-listing like family designs, you're still going to want to use the kind of original add variants process for that for now. We do have some ideas for some tooling that's in the works that's going to make those types of listings faster than any other way possible to create them. So we're really excited for that, but it's not quite there yet. That's going to be coming in the future. Before you upload the artwork, do you have to remove the background first before we add to the product? I have some PNG files downloaded, but I want to make sure that I remove the background first. So if you don't want the background there, in general, I recommend exporting those out of whatever program you're using. Just export those with a transparent background. So if you're using Canva, export with transparent background, or Photoshop, wherever you're getting those from. It's going to be a lot easier, especially with the rapid lister, if you remove those backgrounds first. Perfect. Any other questions, guys? I love it. All right, Linda, variant question, is there a way to keep the personalization on new variants? Not sure if I completely follow your question there. So if you are doing personalization and you're adding additional variants, when you add let me just go to one here. So here is a ornament that is, I'm going to give the user the choice if they want 4 names, 3 names, or 2 names. So the easiest way to do that, to keep the personalization on the design in the same spot, when you go to add variants here, and I think it was this one, you're going to select add from library. In your case, since you're creating that product, your last design is going to be right here at the top. you can just click on use in design and it's going to preload all of your personalization in the same spot and everything. So if you're adding a variant and you want to keep the same personalization, you can add it from your library, and it's going to be a much faster process to get that added for you. Okay, please update on Everbee progress. It is very, very close. So hopefully we'll have some announcements on that very soon. We've been working with their devs on finalizing a couple of things on their side as well, because we want to make sure that when this does launch, it has all of the functionality that we have in AnywherePOD that we're able to do on other platforms. We want to make sure is available for you guys on Everbee stores as well. And that is very, very close. So you should be seeing, hopefully be seeing some announcements from us on that very soon. All righty. BJ says, thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Cool, guys. That's great. I think that is all the questions I'm seeing so far. So thanks everybody for joining today. Appreciate all of the questions and time as well. Make sure, as I said, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss when we do additional live streams with more announcements. Like this video if you found this useful. If you guys have any questions throughout the week, please always feel free to reach out to support. We're always more than happy to jump in and help. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, and hopefully we'll be talking again soon. Alrighty, thanks everybody. Take care.